It's Wednesday! Hey, everybody. It is Wednesday. The patch notes dropped. Wow, I stumbled through that one. The patch notes dropped this morning. Early this morning while we were sleeping. This is a video I do every Wednesday. I'm going to discuss the week that was in Eternal Evolution. And then we're going to read the patch notes. Discuss the week that is upcoming. And we're going to, I'm going to give you my thoughts on them. So let's go right to the game. Okay, so what happened this week? Well, Twilight Lands is ongoing. I don't want to click on it because I don't like the Twilight Lands little idle music. So let's go to the events. We got Galactic Treasure, which is a 10-day event. So make sure you do this every day. You want your Gene Hybrid. This is basically a free Gene Hybrid with limited tickets, advanced tickets, crystals, all these 24 hours. This is good stuff. So, even though if you don't like Arena, drop your Galactic Arena, put in your Arena defenses like one character per team, drop down into the rankings so you can get 5 easy wins. Come in here, get your loot, and carry on with your day. You really don't want to miss out. This is a great event with just a whole bunch of good freebies. Once you clear all of this, you can actually move on to another board which has a whole bunch of more 24-hour stuff. It just doesn't have the goody red, yellow stuff over here in the corner. All right, Details Gathering. You know what this is. This is the bi-weekly event where we get our rusted gears to spend on the Gamuzo's Bell. And this stuff is good. And I didn't get anything on my streaming account. I didn't get anything on my pay-to-win account. But I did get a record copy and red prototype on my free-to-play account. So, not too bad. Great luck there. This is an RNG event. If you want to get everything on the wheel, you got to shell out 300 bones. And then Project Premium Development, which no one cares about, but there is a Leo if you spend $25,000. Okay, yeah. All right. Resonance Agreement. This does go away today. So if you did not pull on Dorali this week, if you are waiting to do it on the Heroes Rally, which starts tomorrow, the Resonance Agreement goes away. This is your only chance. So test your luck. And then what else? Really, if we go to this page right here, no endless battles, nothing, that's gone. But Twilight Lands, which is right underneath my head, I'm not going to click on it because I don't like the music. We are halfway through Twilight Lands. You can clear up to Twilight Lands stage 1510 up to today. We don't actually get to continue on to stage 16 until Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be setting an alarm. I will be waking up. I will be racing. I guess we kind of have to go into it, although I don't want to. As you see, I'm still working on it on the streaming account. I actually tried this time on the streaming account. But stage 16, I can't click on there. I can't go in there. But we do know that 16-7 is going to be the Hunter boss, which is probably going to be the boss from the last Endless Battles. We're going to get a new boss for Summoners. And that is probably at 1610, and that is probably going to be one of the new bosses in the next Endless Battle. All right? So think about it. We're probably, next Endless Battle I'm going to call it right now, it's going to be Summoners, Hunters, and maybe bring back Tanks or Vanguard, right? Because we've had 2 Idars back-to-back. So I think Idar is going bye-bye for those assassin aficionados. So yeah, so we got Twilight Lands. It's half over. Make sure you get your stuff because that is the easiest place to get your red prototypes. And that's it. That's pretty much all there is. Am I missing something? No, that's it. That's all there is for the week that was in Eternal Evolution. Now I got to actually go into a battle to get rid of that frickin' Twilight Lands idle music, which is kind of... It's creepy at first, but it's just annoying after about 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all that's going on in the game right now. So basically, make sure you're doing your Galactic Treasure or whatever that event is called. Get up to 1510 in Twilight Lands by Saturday, and Dorali is still in the shop or the limited banner recruitment center. That's what I forgot. I forgot to talk about the other banner that came with Dorali, Rickert. Okay, so what do we had Dominic last week in a giant tower. Now we have Rickert as the off banner. They're trying to tell us something. We already know, though. that the new assassin is coming next week with Infernal Arena. Hasn't been confirmed that Infernal Arena is coming next week. They just said at the end of July. So next week would be the 20th and then the 27th. So it's either going to be next Thursday or the Thursday after when that new assassin comes into the game. And we know that that assassin is usable and purchasable using Infernal Arena currency. Go watch my video that I discussed on the new assassin if you want to figure out everything I know about it. Okay, so Rickard's going bye-bye. But Bailey is officially bye-bye here in maximum 2 weeks. If we can get that new assassin, Bailey's days are over. And then we'll see how OP assassins are with this new one. Okay. With that, let's head over. Let's talk about the patch notes. Not a whole lot. Basically a lot of quality of life bug fixes. One really good new hero coming here if you guys don't already know about it. But let's just go over the notes. Okay, so we're not going to read all that. There we go. Version update details. So they are fixing Dorali. Dorali came out last week, and even though she was still really, really good, she was bugged. She was buggy as hell. Her code was full of so many holes. Like, woof. That lady couldn't hold water. Why did I say that? Yeah, her code and her kit and her whole mechanics. There was like so many holes in her kit, but she was still good. Like, I took her immediately up to X30. She's great in PvP. If you want to see all that, go to my Dorali deep dive and then fast forward to near the end of the video. That's a long one. So they're going back and they're fixing some of these holes. 1. Optimize the art performance of Dorali's dynamic shield. Okay, because you couldn't really tell who she was shielding. You could if you looked hard, but I guess they're just going to make it more visually recognizable when that shield goes out. And the dynamic shield, I do believe, is the one that goes out to her allies? I don't know. And then Doragon's entrance special effects, because she had some weird... She would, like... If you ran her in the Idar fight... she would just like run up while he was charging. It was dumb. So they're just doing some animation tweaks to her and some art tweaks. And then 2, adjusted the exclusive effect of Dorali's skill Pyromania. So this is her X. I do believe it's X10. So before the adjustment, or this whole last week, damage on ignited targets or damaging an ignited target increased summoned creatures damage by 15%, right? And now what they're doing is, well, we'll just read it here. The ignited target takes 15% more damage from summoned creatures and summon heroes. 1, that's going to make all of the summoners hit harder. So let's think, who are the really ones they're really concerned about? Scour and Hattie, because Scour herself is a summoner and does a lot of damage. Daniel doesn't really do a whole lot of damage himself. All of his damage mostly comes from his summons. So he won't see it as much, but he'll see a little damage boost from Dan. But yeah, you'll see it from Hattie, but more importantly, you're going to see a huge damage bump. Well, 15%, and keep in mind, this is only for 5 seconds. The ignite lasts 5 seconds. But Anpu. Why? Because Anpu's summons don't do a lot of damage. But where he gets his damage from is the corpse or the summoned explosions. So when you see that little yellow radiating pool emanating out from a summoned creature when they die, that's Anpu damage. That's summoner damage, not summons damage. So you're going to see a big bump from Anpu on summoner teams on this ability when come tomorrow. 3. What else we got here? Adjusted the effects of Dorali's skill, Pyromania, which is this one that we just discussed. This is the exclusive part of the skill, but they're also going to the skill itself. As of now, or this week, when Dorali is present on the battlefield, oh, no, this is not Pyromania. This is her passive. This is Mechanical Heart. They mislabeled that. When Dorali is present on the battlefield, all allied summoner heroes take less damage from ultimate skills, and summon creatures deal 40% more damage. If there are at least 3 summoners on the squad, then Dorali pops them back. Okay, so that is what we have right now. what they're doing, what they're changing is basically this part right here. So when she's present, when Dorali is present, summoned creatures and summoners deal 40%. Whoa, pardon me. 40% more damage. Again, you're going to see, you know, Anpu is going to be an absolute scary nightmare monster. If the PvP team was good before, which it was, the way this was, it's going to be really good now. But that said, that doesn't change how the energy team counter is really going to work. The energy team counter's just going to nuke Anpu dead if you have Jaina. And it's not going to matter, the damage bump. But against tanks, which I was testing out, it's going to be better. You know, the fights are not going to be as long. Yeah, the Anpu's going to deal 40% just more damage, which is nuts, because he already dealt a lot. So that's how they're changing Dorali's kit. New events and optimizations. Basically, I think this is all just, oh no, we do get some new events. So we're getting a new banner because Rickart's going bye-bye. Bye-bye, Rickert. What are we getting? Well, you saw it on the thumbnail. We're getting Womagon, which is awesome. I knew it was going to be Womagon. I called it weeks ago before we had confirmation from PIV that it was going to be Womagon coming back. The rotation was clear as day. If you guys want to see my banner rotation spreadsheet, it is linked in the description of this video. You can go see who's coming up to, I think I got 6 weeks planned out of what's probably going to happen. But yeah, we're getting Womagon, Xander, and Falvia. Xander is trash. Falvia is great. Falvia is really, really good if you, say, don't have like Ravenna or Jaina. If you do have Nord, Falvia is really good still for free-to-play players. And Womagon is fantastic. So this is your chance to get a higher, more beefier Womagon. Because we're also getting a Return to Giant Tower, which is going to give you Womagon copies as well. So what does this mean? This means if you spend 80 limited tickets between any banner, Dorali or Womagon, actually that's not true. You actually have to get 60 spent on Womagon to get his pity copy. Then you can go spend those other 20 on Dorali and try to get another copy of her. So you just have to spend 80 limited tickets between the two. Remember to get the pity copy of Wami. And then at 80, you're going to get the currency needed to be able to pick up a free copy of Wami in the Giant Tower. It's not free. You know, it's 20 limited tickets, which is equivalent to like $20 cash. But you get one copy for 60 and one copy for 20. The Giant Tower is awesome. So, plus, it's also a Hero Rally coming up, which says right there. A new Quantum Mimic machine. You know how this works. This is the offsetting event to the Gamuzo's Bell. What are the main rewards? Dominic, again, because the new assassin's coming out. So they're really feeding us Dominic. We had a Dominic banner 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I guess, is when it launched. And now we're going to get a chance to get a Dominic and a Phantom Cloak in the Quantum Mimic machine. But keep in mind, this is also an RNG event. If you want to ensure you get both of those, and actually if you get both of those, then you can spend $5 and get 2 of each. It can cost you up to $300. So just keep that in mind. And yes, new Hero Rally, because the premium development's going away. So Hero Rally, aka, well, what did it used to be called? Recruitment event, I think, or something like that. Hero Rally's coming. Basically, if you spend your limited tickets, you get good stuff. The good stuff starts at 500. I wouldn't recommend pulling your stash of limited tickets unless you have 500 or over. I know a lot of people now are saving up, 1,200, 1,300 for the red prototype, which is actually smart, given how rare red prototypes are. So that starts tomorrow too. That's a 7-day. Quantum Mimic is a 7-day. Giant Tower is 7-day. Everything on this week is 7 days. And then they go bye-bye, and we start all over again with a endless battle. And then what else? Game content adjustments and optimizations. Okay, so not bugs, content optimizations. So, oh yeah, this is the meat and potatoes of this whole week. Everybody's just itching for this stuff right here. So this is Guild Hunt Turbine adjustments. Adjusted the effect of Turbine V5's passive skill. What did it say before? Received 500 increased damage from summoned creatures, which is why we were all using Dan, Kalaza, Senway, Skur and Hattie, and then Taylor or Maz, right? Or at the very, very high end, it was like Maz and Miranda, and you'd pull Senway out. So the reason why it was nice is because he was really, Dan especially, he was only boosting the damage of summoned creatures. And again, keep in mind, like we already discussed with Ampu, his damage comes from him, not his summons. Summons are just a delivery vehicle for Ampu's damage. So, what they're doing is damage received from summoner heroes and summoned creatures is increased by 500%. So, like Dorali, who Ampu really wasn't, she wasn't buffing up the ability for Ampu to really ramp up his damage. Because she was just amping up summoned creatures. Now she's doing summoned heroes. Turbine's going to be the same. And now Ampu's damage is going to scale by 500%. Making him probably the most important summoner for Turbine. What is the team going to look like? It's probably going to be Dorali, Ampu Dan, probably Sorvali, because she has the ability to spawn deers or summon creatures from other summons deaths. You're going to want to gear Sorvali a little bit differently. You're going to want to have her accuracy through the roof because her ability to spawn more summons is a very, very, very low chance based on accuracy. So you're probably going to want to run her full Hawkeye for Turbine. But it's probably going to be, like I said, Dorali, Dan, Ampu, Sorvali, and then Maz or Skur and Hattie. We'll see. So, can't wait. It's going to be a race, ladies and gentlemen, to world first for Guild Hunt 18. And I'm going to win. Go Revolution. Bug fixes. Let's see. Usually I don't read bug fixes, but let's just go through them, see if there's anything cool here. Okay, this one, no, done. Fixed an inconsistency between the detailed description, basic description, don't care. Abnormal preloading, don't care. Actually, I know what this is. Sometimes when you click on Dorali, the graphic display is all screwed up. There's like a weird, like, you know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. Fix the issue that the summoned creature of Dorali's ultimate skill, mech partner, inherits incorrect HP from the commander boost. Okay, so say in PvP, right? If you're using Enlighten, and I do believe Kyger highlighted this in his video. So the heal or the HP that that Doragon actually had was way higher than what it should be in game. So this is a nerf. This is actually a nerf to Doragon, which is Dorali's summon. Everyone, like even in my video, I was calling him the unkillable tank. He's going to be a lot more killable now because they're fixing this. He was gaining way more HP than he should have been. I can't remember what the percentage was, but it was a lot more. So he's going to be a lot more squishy, which is going to make the whole unit as a whole a little bit less viable. So we are getting a bunch of buffs to the whole summoner team, but really we're getting a nerf to Dorali and Doragon. Alright, so if you don't know what I'm talking about with the max HP thing, go check out Kyger's video when he talked about her. And that's it. That's all for this version's main content. Blah 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 blah. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week in Eternal Evolution. Dragons, Towers, and Turbines is what I'm actually going to put on the thumbnail. Dragons, Towers, and Turbines. So, word of the day is... let's make it that. Dragons, towers, and turbines. Put that down in the comments below. I'll know you made it right to the end. What did I just step on? And I'll thank you profusely. Did I just unplug my mic? Sure did. Sure did. Totally unplugged my headset. How unprofessional. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen. Dragons, towers, and turbines. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.